Yeah. Yeah. So let us solve this problem now. So in this, we can find how many sources? This is one source, okay, and this is another source. 2ix is the dependent source, and 3 amperes is the independent source. So now this 2 amperes, 2 into ix is the dependent source, and it is depending on the current that is flowing in this 2 ohms resistance. Okay, so after giving all the current directions, ix is already given. So ix will come here and divide it into I2 and I3. And suppose 3 amperes is coming like this, 3 amperes is coming like this. It is dividing into ix and I1. That I1 is the current flowing in the 4 ohms resistance. And this ix is divided into I2 and I3. And this I2 plus I1 is equal to 2ix. Okay. So all of you mute yourself. Okay. So this is how the current directions are written. And at node 1, suppose if you want to apply the KCL, so 3 amperes is divided into I1 plus Ix. So 3 is equal to, what is I1? I1 is nothing but the potential difference across this 4 ohms resistance, divided by the amount of the resistance. Okay, so V1 here we are assuming V1, and here V2, and here V3. Okay, so V1 minus V3 by 4 plus what is Ix? Ix is the current that is flowing in the 2 ohms resistance. So which is equal to the potential difference across the 2 ohms resistance, and and divided by the 2 ohms. So 3 is equal to V1 minus V3 by 4 plus V1 minus V2 by 2. This is equation number 1. Okay, next at node 2, Ix is divided into I2 plus I3. So Ix is coming like this, and it is divided into I2 and I3. So let it be I2, let it be I3. Then Ix is nothing but V1 minus V2 by 2. V1 minus V2 by 2 is equal to, what is I2? I2 is V2 minus V3 by 8. V2 minus V3 by 8. And what is I3? I3 is nothing but V2 minus 0 by 4. So this is your equation number 2. Okay, equation number 2. And at node 3, I2 plus, from here what current is coming? I2 is coming, and here I1 is coming, and both are added, and it is Ix. So 2Ix is equal to I2 plus I1. So 2Ix, the current, is equal to I2 plus I1. So V1 minus V3 by 4 is I1. Okay, and V2 minus V3 by 8 is this I2. And what is 2Ix? 2 into, what is Ix actually? Ix. Ix is nothing but V1 minus V2 by 2. V1 minus V2 by 2. So you substitute this here. So instead of 2Ix, I can write 2 into V1 minus V2 by 2. So this is your equation number 3. Now you got 3 equations with 3 unknowns. Okay, you got 3 equations with 3 unknowns. And if you simplify this equation number 1, it will be 3V1 minus 2V2 minus V3 is equal to 12. If you simplify this second equation, you will get minus 4V1 plus 7V2 minus V3 is equal to 0. And if you simplify this third equation, you are going to get 2V1 minus 3V2 plus V3 is equal to 0. So these are the 3 equations. Then now how I have to solve these 3 equations and 3 unknowns? Can anyone tell how I can solve? Using matrix method. using matrix method. So here the coefficient matrix is written. So three equations are there. So the three equations coefficients are 3, -2, -1, -4, 7, -1, 2, -3, 1. So that coefficient matrix is written here. So V1, V2, V3 are given, and the constants. And the constants are 12, 0, 0. 12, 0, 0. Now, now I'm going to tell you the simpler method to solve this type of equations. Okay, so actually what you have to do, you have to take this matrix to this side so that it will become inverse. Okay, that means you have to find the inverse of the matrix. Okay, and you have to multiply with 12, 0, 0. Then you are going to get V1, V2, V3. Instead of that, I am going to give you one simple method to solve this. So V1 is equal to, this V1 is equal to del 1 by del. V2 is del 2 by del. V3 is del 3 by del. So what is this del 1? Del 1 is nothing but, suppose if you want to find V1, you replace this column with this column. Okay. Then you are going to get del 1. If you want del 2, replace the second column with this column, you will get del 2. Okay, if you want that V3, you replace the third column with this 12, 0, 0 constant column. So del 1, del 2, del 3. After getting del 1, del 2, del 3, you have to divide del 1 by del. You have to divide del 2 by del 3 by del to get the values of V1, V2 and V3. Then how to find del? Let us find del first. So this is the coefficient matrix. So this is 3, -2, -1, -4, 7, -1, 2, -3, 1 is the actual matrix. So repeat the first two rows again. Repeat the first two rows again. That is 3, -2, -1 and -4, 7, -1. I have not written the third matrix. Sorry, third row again. So I will get a so how many rows I will get? 5 rows and 3 columns. Okay, 5 rows and 3 columns. Now you draw these lines like this for first 3. Okay, and from here you draw lines like this, and you mention plus and minus. You mention plus and minus. Now this will be, see here, 3 into 7, how much? 3 7s, 21 into 1, that is 21. Okay, so plus 21 plus, okay, because here plus is there, plus -4 into -3, how much? 12. -1, -12 plus -12. Okay, next plus 2 into 2, -2, -4, -4 into -1, 4. So this is your 4. Now you come to this side. Okay, so these 3, you come to these 3. Here we have to do minus. So keep minus. Okay, so -1 into 7, -7, -7 into 2, -14. So minus of minus, that is plus 14. Okay, next row, -1 into -3, 3, 3 into 3, 9. Next, -1 into -2, -2, -2 into -4, 8. So 8. So if you do the calculation, you'll get 10. That means the determinant of the matrix is 10. The determinant of the matrix is 10. This is the simplest method to find the determinant easily. Don't waste time in your examinations. So simply follow this method to find the determinant of the matrix. So now you got the determinant of the matrix del. Now del 1 is nothing but, as I told you, you have to replace this first column with 12, 0, 0. So 12, 0, 0 I have replaced, and remaining -2, -1, 7, -1, -3, -1 you should write in the same manner as it is. Only the first column will be replaced by this 12, 0, 0, and repeat the first two rows and apply the same procedure which you have done for this determinant and find the determinant. and find the determinant. You will get 48. Similarly, delta 2 is replace this minus 2, 7, minus 3, minus 2, 7, minus 3 with 12, 0, 0 and repeat the first two rows. Okay, repeat the first two rows and apply the same rules, same multiplication and addition rule. So multiply this column, okay, multiply this row, this line and add it to the next multiplication and add it to next multiplication and subtract this first multiplication, second multiplication and third line multiplication. So you'll get 24. Similarly, delta 3 minus 24. So after calculating del 1, del 2 and del 3, you apply V1 is equal to del 1 by del, which is 48 by 10, this is 4.8. And V2 is del 2 by del, that is 24 by 10, 2.4. V3 is del 3 by del, that is minus 24 by 10, that is equal to minus 2.4. So this is how simple you are going to get the values of V1, V2 and V3. So you got V1, V2 and V3. That means you got V1, V2 and V3. After getting, you have to find the currents. Suppose if I want Ix, so Ix is equal to how much? Ix is nothing but V1 minus V2 divided by 2. V1 minus V2 divided by 2. So what is V1? V1 is 4.8, V2 is 2.4. So 4.8 minus 2.4 divided by 2. How much it will be? So 2.4 divided by 2, that is 1.2 amperes. So the current Ix is 1.2 amperes. So Ix is coming here and it is dividing into two parts. It is dividing into two parts. So what is I3? I3 is V2 by 4. V2 how much? 2.4 by 4. How much it is? 0.6 amperes. So out of this 1.2, okay, 0.6 amperes is coming and remaining current will go like this. What is I1? What is I1? Can anyone tell me? What is I1? I1. V1 minus V3. V1 how much? 4.8. V3?
Minus 2.5.
So minus 2.4 divided by 4. So 4.8 minus of minus plus, that is 12 to 1 4, 7.2 divided by 4. How much it is? Can anyone tell me the answer? $7.2 by 4.
1.8.
Yeah. So you write down. Okay. So this is how you are going to solve the currents in the network using this method. Now, shall we go for this problem? Is the first problem which we discussed today is clear to you all? Is this problem is clear to you all? How you have solved? So this
Yes,
problem, yeah, this problem has 1, 2, 3, again 3 nodes, but here we are forming a super node. We are having a super node. So when you have a super node, what you have to do? You have to eliminate first, remove this term, and you make it a short. Make it a short so that V2 is equal to V3. V2 is equal to V3. See here, I1 is coming like this. Okay, I1 is coming like this, and it is divided into I2 and I3 because these two nodes are same. Because two nodes are same, so I1 is coming from 2 ohms and it is divided into 8 ohms and 6 ohms. Why? Because I am shorting this, okay, voltage source. Okay, so this will become I2 and this will become I3. Okay, I2, I3. And let the current from this 4 ohms is I4, which is coming like this. Now, apply KCL at node, open node. So I1 plus I4. So I4 is coming like this. I4 is coming like this. So at this open node, I1 is coming. Okay, and I2 and I3 are leaving and I4 is entering the node. So this is I1, this is I4 and this is I3 and this is your I2. Okay, this is your I2. Now by applying the KCL at this node, I1 plus I4 is equal to I2 plus I3. Sum of the currents entering the node is equal to sum of the currents leaving the node. So what is I1? I1 is nothing but V1 minus V2 divided by 2. Okay, from this is I1, right? So I1 from this figure is V1 minus V2 divided by 2. What is I4? V1 minus V3 divided by 4. And what is I2? I2 is V2 minus 0 by 8 and this is V3 by 6. V3 by 6. Now you got an equation with V1, V2, V3. V1, V2, V3. Okay. Next. So this is one equation. Next. After applying the KCL at this open node, now you remove the remaining elements. Okay, remove all the elements and keep the element which is in the open node, which is in the open node. So which is the element you removed while considering open node? 5 volts. So again you keep the 5 volts here and remove all the elements. So this element, okay, this 2 ohms, this 10 volts, okay, this 8 ohms, and here 6 ohms, all are removed and only this 5 volts is kept, and apply the KVL in this loop. So minus V2 plus V plus V3 is equal to 0. So V2 minus V3 is equal to 5. V2 minus V3 is equal to 5. This is equation number 2. This is equation number 2. Actually, we have to apply KCL at this node also, V1, but there is no need to apply KCL. Why? See here, the potential at this point is 10 volts. The potential at this point is 10, that is plus 10 volts. So the same 10 volts is coming here. So V1 is equal to 10. V1 is equal to 10 volts. So V1 is equal to 10 volts. This is the equation number 3. So V2 minus V3 is equal to 2 volts. This is equation number 2. And this is equation number 1. So instead of V1, you keep 10. So 10 minus V2, okay, divided by 2 plus V1 10 minus V3 divided by 4 is equal to V2 by 8 plus V3 by 6. And another equation is V2 minus V3 is equal to 5. So using these two equations, so this is the second equation, this is the first equation. Now two equations and two unknowns. Here V2, V3 is there, here V2, V3 is. So V2 is equal to V3 plus 5. V2 is equal to V3 plus 5. So 10 minus V2 is V3 minus 5, right? So V3 minus 5 is plus 5 by 2 plus 10 minus V3 by 4 is equal to V2 means V3 minus 5. Okay, V2 is, V2 is V3 plus 5. V3 plus 5. Okay. V3 plus 5. So here you will get minus, right? So V3 plus 5 by 8 plus V3 by 6. So you got all the entire equation in terms of V3. So you solve for V3. So you solve for V3.